college girl was expelled in the middle of the semester because she couldn't pay tuition. But just 3 years later, she became a millionaire on the very same campus. What did she do? If you want to know the secret to turning adversity into opportunity from zero to the peak of success, listen to the following story. A story of persistence, intelligence, and a financial mindset that changed everything. In 2017, at a university in Toronto, Canada, where tuition fees per semester could exceed $10,000, there was a girl named Emily Carter, 21, studying business administration. Emily wasn't born into wealth. Her mother was a supermarket clerk. Her father left when she was 6. From a young age, she studied hard and dreamed of owning her own business. But life had other plans. In her second year, her mother was diagnosed with a critical illness. All savings went to hospital bills. Emily had to work 3 jobs: cafe server in the morning, house cleaner in the afternoon, and receptionist at night. Despite her efforts, she was still short over $4,000 when the semester started. The school sent a warning: pay within 14 days or be suspended. Emily cried. She wandered all evening in the chilly October air, holding the tuition notice in her hand. At an empty bus stop, she met a well-dressed man with a leather briefcase coming from a cafe. He saw Emily crying and asked what was wrong. Emily shared her story. The man smiled gently. "If you have a laptop and internet, you don't need to beg anyone for money. You can earn your tuition and more." That sentence struck her. He gave her a business card. Andrew White, financial advisor and co-founder of a digital marketing startup. Andrew bought her a hot cocoa and explained affiliate marketing, where you earn commissions by promoting others' products through social media, blogs, or videos. That night, Emily didn't sleep. She researched everything: blogging, content writing, SEO, Facebook ads. With no tech background, she self-taught through YouTube and free resources. Within a week, she launched her first blog, Student Hustle Life, sharing money-saving tips, free online learning, and student product guides. Each post included affiliate links. Week 1, 0 readers. Week 5, visitors. Week 3, a blog post 10 ways to cut college costs in Canada went viral in a Facebook student group, over 2,000 views. Her first commission, $37. Emily cried again, but this time with joy. She kept going. She built Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, sharing financial tips, study hacks, budget finds, always with affiliate links. Some videos went viral, hundreds of thousands of views. 1 year later, $45,000 in income. Emily didn't return to school immediately. She spent 6 months learning advanced marketing, building her brand, hiring collaborators. She launched a small company, Campus Savvy Media, Inc. In 2020, Emily returned to her university, not as a student, but as a guest speaker, teaching digital entrepreneurship for students. Her income that year, over $350,000. To be continued in Go To, Chapter 2. Millionaire mindset in a broke student's body. After earning her first commission from affiliate marketing, Emily realized something clear. The world has countless ways to make money that no university ever teaches. She spent most of her spare time studying consumer psychology, storytelling, and especially the art of persuasive marketing. She learned that people don't buy products, they buy the dream those products represent. Emily rewrote all her blog content. Instead of dry lists, she told emotional stories. How I survived a month on $50 and still ate well. 5 must-have items that helped me stay in school despite poverty. Every post felt authentic, relatable, and included soft calls to action with affiliate links. Then, something unexpected happened. One of Emily's blog posts hit Reddit Canada's trending page. Within 48 hours, her blog saw 110,000 plus visitors and brought in over $3,700 in commission. She was stunned. She called her mom. "Mom, I just made nearly $4,000 in 2 days from a blog." Everything changed after that. Emily quit all part-time jobs. She focused entirely on student hustle life. She hired a freelancer to redesign the blog, launched a weekly email newsletter, and started a Facebook group for Canadian students learning to earn online. Over the next 6 months, her income ranged from $4,000 to $7,000 a month, far beyond her expectations. But what made her truly special wasn't the money. It was how she helped others. Emily began hosting free online workshops teaching how to blog, choose affiliate products, write persuasive content, and use free tools. Her live sessions sometimes drew thousands. Some students started calling her the golden girl of affiliate marketing. She was invited to podcasts, featured on local TV, and appeared in Toronto Star and Globe and Mail articles. Yet Emily didn't rest. She knew affiliate marketing was getting saturated. Competition was rising, ad costs climbing, and audiences getting smarter. So she pivoted, built a personal brand, and launched digital products. She wrote her first ebook, From Broke Student to First Six Figures, a personal journey plus a detailed guide to building sustainable online income. The ebook launched at $9.99, and thanks to her reputation, sold over 12,000 copies in 3 months, earning nearly $120,000. Emily then launched courses on Teachable, started mentoring groups, and developed a budgeting app for students. From an expelled student, Emily had built a mini financial education empire for students across Canada. And that was just the beginning. Chapter 3. From one laptop to an empire. By the end of 2020, Emily was no longer an unknown student. She had nearly 200,000 TikTok followers, 80,000 YouTube subscribers, and tens of thousands of ebook downloads per month. But instead of being satisfied, she asked, how do I make this system run without me doing everything? She dove into automation and time-leveraged business models. She studied sales funnels, advanced email marketing, chatbots, and affiliate networks where others sell your products and earn a commission. In January 2021, she launched her own affiliate program called Campus Partners. Anyone could sign up and get a unique link to promote her digital products, earning 40% per sale. Within 3 months, over 1,200 affiliates joined, generating nearly $300,000 in revenue. Many of them were former students from her free courses. Emily hired a team, a personal assistant, a designer, a video editor, and a Facebook ads expert. She delegated work and focused on content and strategy. Each morning, she'd wake up to hundreds of new orders, signups, and commissions flowing in. Her highest earning month in 2021, $128,000, fully online. She bought her first condo in Toronto, worth nearly $700,000, paying 40% in cash. During a live stream, when a student asked, "Where did you start?" Emily smiled, with tears on a tuition notice and an old laptop. She never hid her formula. She went deeper into education, not just about making money, but about financial mindset, which she claimed changed her life. She taught leverage, cash flow, the difference between active and passive income, and how the rich think differently than the poor. One TikTok video went viral. You work 8 hours to earn $100. I design a digital product in 8 hours, and it brings me $100 per day for 3 years. The quote spread like wildfire. From a broke student, Emily was now approached by edtech firms, banks, and fintech startups across Canada. She declined many offers, choosing to retain full control of her systems. Emily's story was no longer about knowing how to sell. It was about understanding how to operate money, time, and people. And the most amazing part, she was only 24. Chapter 4. When a college girl became the teacher of a generation. Financial success freed Emily from money stress, but what brought her the most joy wasn't her bank balance. It was the thank you messages from students whose lives changed because of her. A message from Vancouver. Because of you, I finally paid off my credit card debt after 2 years of struggle. Another from Montreal. I thought making money online was a scam. Now I earn $2,000 a month through affiliate marketing. Emily decided to turn her training system into a comprehensive platform, teaching not just how to earn, but how to think, plan, save, and invest. She called it Money Minded You, the University of Money Mindset. It included short courses, personal finance, online income, startup planning, live expert sessions with real entrepreneurs, asset managers, investors, a private community for sharing progress, asking questions, and getting feedback. The platform was free for the first 30 days, then $29 a month. With her reputation, it had 5,000 signups in the first week and over 20,000 in the first month. Emily was no longer just a content creator. She had become the founder of a non-traditional financial education ecosystem. She began speaking at conferences, writing books, and collaborating with universities. Most notably, the very school that once expelled her for unpaid tuition now invited her back as a guest lecturer for the course Digital Entrepreneurship. When she stepped onto the stage for the first time, students welcomed her like a star. Emily looked around the lecture hall, eyes misty. 3 years ago, she sat here, trembling, afraid of being kicked out. Now she was back, not to study, but to inspire. Chapter 5, Human Leverage. When success isn't just personal, as Emily built Money-Minded You, she realized something crucial. I can't reach millions alone. She began recruiting instructors, partners, and mentors, all of whom were former students of her platform. People who had made their first $100 thanks to Emily now returned to teach others. She called them the Cycle Squad, the Circle of Knowledge. With the platform growing fast, Emily did something bold. She shared ownership. She allocated 20% equity in Money-Minded You to her first 10 team members, encouraging them to build, not just work. Then miracles followed. One teammate, Jason Lee, who grew up in a refugee camp, bought his first home for his mom after 8 months as a mentor. Another, Sophia Ramirez, a single mom from Calgary, was invited to teach at her local college after mentoring 300 students. Emily realized personal success is a start, but collective success is a legacy. In 2022, Money-Minded You surpassed 100,000 paying users with annual revenue of over $5 million, powered by a 30-person remote team. No office. Emily began community projects, donating 5% of monthly revenue to a fund called NextGen, offering scholarships for underprivileged students, hosting From Idea to Startup contests for aspiring entrepreneurs with zero capital, partnering with NGOs to teach immigrants digital skills. Despite everything, Emily kept one weekly habit: spending 1 hour replying personally to student emails. In a podcast, she said, "If I stop listening to people who were once where I was, I'll forget why I started." By now, Emily wasn't just an internet millionaire. She was a symbol of a generation that believes wealth isn't just money, but the power to plant success in others. Chapter 6, When the Spotlight Shines and Real Challenges Begin. By the end of 2022, Emily's story spread beyond student circles. Major media outlets like Forbes, Bloomberg, and Business Insider featured her as a startup phenomenon. The girl expelled from school now teaches at the same university. Student-founded edtech platform hits $5 million in revenue. Emily became a talk show regular and was listed in Canada's 30 Under 30. Her Instagram hit 1 million followers. But with fame came real challenges. One, media pressure. Every word Emily said was scrutinized. A tweet from 2018 resurfaced, leading to backlash. Though the post was harmless, fame twisted perceptions. Emily learned the importance of personal brand responsibility and hired a media strategist for crisis control. Number 2, competitor attacks. A major edtech startup in Toronto launched a copycat platform with a similar look, lower prices, and aggressive ads targeting Emily's audience. Sign-ups slowed. Her team worried. Instead of reacting emotionally, Emily called a closed-door meeting. They can copy our design, features, even our words, but what they can't copy is the trust our community has in us. She launched a new campaign, Back to Real, sharing real stories from users who changed their lives through Money-Minded You. No paid ads, just authentic storytelling. It went viral. Thousands shared videos, testimonials, and posts. Signups bounced back and exceeded past highs. 3, inner pressure. Amid all success, Emily felt empty at times. One night after a live stream, she sat in her luxury condo, looking out at the city. Her bank account held millions, but her mind asked, "What do I really want next?" She started journaling, went to therapy, cut back work hours, took walks, read books, watched sunrises. She realized no amount of success can fill internal voids without emotional care. In that silence, a new idea emerged, something bigger than money. Chapter 7, From Millionaire to Community Founder. After deep reflection, Emily made a pivotal decision to evolve Money-Minded You from a financial education platform into a social movement. She wanted to make financial literacy a basic right, not a luxury for the wealthy. She launched the campaign, Money is Basic. 1. Immigrant communities. Emily expanded the platform into French, Spanish, and Vietnamese, the top immigrant languages in Canada. She invited successful immigrants to teach in their native languages. One Vietnamese former nail technician, Tung Nguyen, now a financial advisor, had a class with over 500,000 views in a week. High schools. Emily partnered with Ontario's provincial government to introduce basic financial literacy classes from Money-Minded You into over 300 high schools. Students learned about interest, debt, savings, and investing, things she wished she knew at 16. Number 3, prisons and rehabilitation centers. In a surprising move, Emily introduced a money mindset rebuild program in correctional facilities. She believed punishment should be paired with tools for redemption. Inmates wrote letters thanking her, many saying it was the first time they saw money as a tool, not an enemy. Number 4, nonprofit platform. Emily spun off the community education arm as a nonprofit, Money Access Foundation, with the mission, everyone deserves to understand money like the alphabet. Despite spending over $1 million annually to keep it free, she never hesitated. Money earned is nothing compared to money used right. People started calling her the social wealth creator, the financial justice fighter. Emily just smiled. To her, it all began with something simple, a tuition debt notice. Chapter 8, Global Doors and the Power of Saying No. In 2023, after her massive success in Canada, Emily was invited to speak at the Global Youth Economic Forum in New York, alongside young leaders, founders, and policymakers from over 50 countries. She was the youngest keynote speaker at the opening ceremony. Her talk, titled From Overdue Tuition to a Financial Revolution for the Next Generation, earned a standing ovation. Global media took notice. BBC, CNBC, TEDx sent invitations. A major publisher wanted her book. Netflix pitched a documentary, but Emily declined many offers, not out of arrogance, but because she knew fame can't replace purposeful presence. She said in an interview, "If I spend 80% of my time talking about my journey, I won't have time to help others start theirs." Instead of chasing media, she returned to what started it all, valuable content and a strong community. She wrote a series, Money is Not the Enemy, helping youth rethink debt, spending, and investing. The posts went viral, printed and distributed free at schools and libraries. She launched the Train the Trainer model. Instead of teaching directly, she trained people to teach others financial literacy in their own communities. In 6 months, over 1,200 people graduated, becoming mini Emilys across Canada. One 63-year-old Filipino woman said, "I never thought I'd be teaching others about money, but Emily made me believe it's possible." Though invited to many places, Emily always returned to that same bus stop, where it all began. One day, she sat there alone in light rain on the old stone bench. No more tears, just a quiet smile. "If I hadn't been expelled, I wouldn't be who I am today." Chapter 9, Facing the Past and a Future Born from Forgiveness. As Emily rose to success, one thing still lingered in her heart, her father. He had abandoned her and her mother when she was 6. No goodbye, no contact for 20 years. Emily had long buried feelings of anger, hurt, and disappointment. But teaching about finances, about healing from financial trauma, Emily slowly realized some debts aren't on a ledger, they live in the heart. One fall afternoon, during a Money Access Foundation workshop in a small British Columbia town, Emily noticed a frail man with a familiar look. He approached. Softly, he said, "Emily?" She froze. It was him, her father, older than she imagined, weary, eyes full of regret and hope. They sat together in a quiet room after the event. He told stories of failures, fear, and failed attempts to return. Emily didn't cry. She just held his hand. "Your daughter is teaching people how to make peace with money. Maybe today is the day you and I make peace too." That day, she enrolled him in Money Minded U's Financial Rebuilding for the Bankrupt program. Not because he was her father, but because he too deserved a second chance, like everyone. Emily wasn't just teaching finance, she was teaching healing. In a year-end podcast, when asked, "What's your greatest asset?" Emily said, "Not money, not my house or brand. It's the ability to forgive myself and others." She shared, if she hadn't forgiven her father, she'd still be trapped in a cycle of proving, striving, and fearing loss. And from forgiveness, a new future was born. Emily's father, after 6 months of rebuilding, opened a small. Chapter 10, One Journey Ends, Millions Begin. In 2024, Emily hosted a special event marking 5 years of Money Minded U. Held at the very university that once expelled her, it welcomed 3,000 in person and nearly 500,000 live stream viewers. On stage, Emily stood on a circular platform, no microphone, no flashy lights. Just her, an old laptop, and her original tuition debt letter, framed beside her. She shared her journey, from the broke student who couldn't afford a $1 water bottle to building an empire of finance and education. She didn't talk numbers. She spoke of belief. I wasn't the best, didn't start from the best place, but I believed if you don't give up, the road appears. Then came the most emotional moment. The screen behind her played a video montage, over 100 people from around the world. Students, immigrants, single moms, ex-bankrupts, each saying, "Thank you, Emily," in their native languages. She cried. The audience gave a standing ovation. That day, Emily made a bold announcement. Money Minded You would become a global nonprofit. All content would now be free forever. Funding would come from companies, donors, and successful alumni giving back. She said, "Knowledge shouldn't have gates. Learning to earn money shouldn't be a privilege. If I started from zero, anyone can." Emily stepped away from daily operations. She began traveling more. Rural towns, refugee camps, islands, anywhere people needed financial literacy. She carried only her old laptop, a whiteboard, and a smile. When asked, "Do you want to be a millionaire again?" she smiled. "I don't need to go back. I'm making millions more. Become millionaires." Subscribe to this YouTube channel for more true wealth stories, financial mindset shifts, and the courage to change. Comment if you saw yourself in this story, and share it if you believe everyone deserves a second chance.